Alright, so in this video I'm going to break down my Shadowlands 9.1.5 Mage Tower run for my Shadow Priest. I didn't have any special gear really. The only thing I had was a weapon oil and a flask. I think I might have had like an armor kit too, just stuff I have from raiding. And then these were the talents I was running, so I think Shadow Crash, Void Torrent, and Surrender to Madness are huge. I also like Psychic Horror for stunning Karam, and Body and Soul is huge. Don't take any of the other ones. Body and Soul's an necessary thing here. And yeah, let me just say I made this way harder than it's supposed to be by a complete accident. I found out after I did this, and I was wondering what other people were doing, so I watched the video and noticed that the hands that cast the grasp or whatever they're called are stunnable and kickable, and in my mind for some reason I didn't think they were. I was just completely like tired and exhausted last night and being stupid. But yeah, I'll point that out later. So in the first phase here, you're just fighting Karam. I believe he phases around 33%, so just use max distance, use Body and Soul off your shields, and get max distance anytime you can. So yeah, a 33 phase, now you're fighting the mage guy in the middle. What I like to do is when the ads are spawning and I see where they are, I try and run them through the boss. That way I can use my Searing Nightmare to get dots rolling. I can also use Shadow Crash to maximize the damage. And it kind of feels like you're playing Call of Duty Zombies here. The ads run really slow, and yeah, I just mainly just run in circles throughout this whole fight. I don't really go on the outside of the map or anything. Yeah, just try and get your dots rolling on these ads, because what I like to do is burn them here. You don't want to pop any of your big cooldowns initially when you're fighting the mage guy. I like to get them to 90% before I pop them. That way they carry over. Yeah, here's the first grasp, the hand. As you'll see, I don't kick it or stun it, even though it's clearly stunnable or kickable. I'm just stupid. So you'll see throughout this whole fight, I'm just bursting them with Surrender to Madness and Void Torrent whenever I have them. Like, I'm specifically saving those for the grasp because I thought they weren't kickable or stunnable. So yeah, this is the second phase. You want to get 2 grasp here. You don't want to 1 phase it because your cooldowns won't be up in time for the next phase. I just find getting 2 hands is like easily like doable. Now I'm gonna phase Cram again at 33%, and as you can tell, I killed most of the ads off. Not a big deal if you don't kill all of them. Like I said, they move really slow. Yeah, the only thing that's gonna one-shot you in this is pretty much if you let a bunch of the ads hit you, you can get a few hits off on the ads. Like if they hit you a few times, you're not gonna die. Karam will basically punt your ass and also nearly one-shot you, and the grasp from the hands will one-shot you if you let the cast get off. We're also gonna get soaks, as you can tell here. So the mage guy's gonna throw out a soak orb. I always found it to be on this like northern side of the map. Never really got them on like the southern side at all. So I think they have like a fixed spawn or something, I'm not too sure. In this final phase, we're fighting both Karam and the mage guy, so we're gonna see a lot of hand grasp, and we're also gonna see some soaks while we're dealing with ads. What I like to do here is keep dots rolling on both Karam and the mage guy, and I end up killing Karam. I saw in other videos after I did this, they just mainly focused the guy in the middle. I think that's probably the better play, just kite Karam and focus the guy in the middle the whole time. Because the reason for this is once you kill Karam, the shadow bolts that this guy's throwing out end up doing a lot more damage, and you'll see later on I nearly die. But the reason I did the strategy of killing Karam was because I was dealing with the tentacles that I thought weren't kickable or stunnable, so it was way worse than it needed to be. And also right here, so you'll see I kill Karam and the hand goes away without finishing its cast. I knew that would happen, so I kind of just waited to kill Karam so I can maximize damage. And now pretty much what my strategy is is I know the guy in the middle casting the Shadow Bolts is going to pump me. And I see I do have Empiric Embrace, but I'm not going to get much use out of it if I'm not doing a bunch of damage. Because the more damage you do, the more healing you're going to get. And so I'm waiting on my PI and my Ruby before I do my burst. So I'm just going to try and do basically tickle damage to this guy while maintaining a decent amount of health. I drop pretty low here in a moment. I'm going to use Disperse, I believe, to soak one of the Shadow Bolts. But after this, I'll be able to pump him with my main cooldowns. And then I'll be able to use my Surrender to Madness to finish him off. So when you kill Karam, you're only going to be dealing with soaks now. You don't deal with those hands. So yeah, we'll have a soak right now. I'll go soak that, which is pretty easy. You have like little to no ads, it seems like. I end up dotting the ads to get extra healing during this phase, because I knew it was a race at this point. So yeah, I end up popping my main cooldowns. Those just ran out. Now I'm gonna use Surrender to Madness to finish him off. As you can tell, this guy's Shadow Bolt's chunk here. So if I didn't kill him within this like Surrender to Madness, obviously I would have died to Surrender to Madness. But it was gonna be a nail biter either way if I had Surrender to Madness or if I didn't. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think if I went back and did this, knowing now that you can stun and kick the grasp, I would probably do a different strategy. I think I would just focus the mage guy in the middle the whole time and not worry about killing Karam. I just think that would be the best strategy. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.